knowing the impact that we have on lives. That's one of the biggest factors that drives me, but the associates, knowing how well the associates perform and making a change on their life, because all of them have either a family member or someone they know that is affected by what we do. And knowing that we're able to provide for them, and they're able to provide for their family, and that's what, and seeing their success, that's what really drives me.
The passion that we all have, not only for each other, but for the patients that we affect, the people's lives we affect every day, and helping them be able to live maybe, a better quality of life.
It is not just a job. It's about being bold, being humble, acting as a community, and really the people I work with on a day-to-day basis. There's a lot of challenges, but we get through it together, and we come up with solutions that are innovative, and it's fun. I mean, it really makes it fun and enjoyable when you do have a greater purpose and you know you're part of something big that really impacts the lives of other people.
A great place to work for, great people to be around, a culture that really allows you to kind of be who you are and at the same time get the most out of your potential, and just a really great place to work for. We always put people first, and I think that really stands out when you actually get here and you become part of this. You really enjoy being part of it.
When we are in here, the culture in the building, everybody has the dedication that, we have to get this job done because it's important to the patients, it's important for our clients, and we all share that goal. And I mean, when we all come in, if they say we're gonna have a challenging day, we all come in to face it together. It's almost like extended family to a point.
You're empowered to make different decisions, but at the same time, you're surrounded with a team of expertise that has the knowledge and know-how to make it happen. But more importantly, you have a voice and you feel like your voice is heard regardless of what role you're in.
Every person who comes into ICS has a core training that they attend for 3 days. It happens very quickly after they join the organization. Then what happens is, for each department, we have a core training as well that specializes in those skills that each person will need for that job. But it doesn't stop there. We go beyond the onboarding process to really help people continue to learn throughout their time with our organization. I think that the important thing to understand about our training department is that we've really evolved into a team that handles learning management. We go way beyond training to really help every person in the organization learn those skills that they need to do their job in the most excellent way possible.
The biggest thing that I'm looking for is the heart of a servant. So they don't necessarily have to come from a pharmaceutical background. If they have worked in a doctor's office or maybe an insurance office or they've done medical billing or something like that, yeah, that's helpful to understand our business model. But I've found some fantastic people who have had retail background, hospitality background, food service, and while at first on paper they wouldn't necessarily look like a great candidate for us, but once we have an interview, talk to them, start fleshing out what they like about their current role, what they don't like about it, what they're aspiring to do over the next, typical, where do you see yourself in 5 year kind of question. What we're looking for, and what I really like to look for, is do they have an understanding of what it means to serve someone and do it selflessly? Do they have an understanding that there is something that is bigger beyond themselves, that is important to dedicate themselves toward? And that could be as small as a volunteer effort, helping out a fun run or something like that, or it could be on a much grander scale. But do they have that understanding? And if that understanding, if I can tell that typically drives their effort and their activity, then they work very well in our environment. We can teach them the mechanics. We can teach them all the processes and procedures. That's technical. But that's what I like looking for. Do they know how to serve?